Welcome to the WNBA Picks and Plays edition. My name is Abby. This is for Saturday, July the 5th. We have two WNBA games to go over with you. The odds on the front screen are covers.com, line moves totals. On the back end, it's more extensive information. It's oddslogic.com. You have the totals and line moves and the injury report. That's oddslogic.com. So we'll get to the first game right away. It'll be LA versus Indiana. This one here opened up -5. Total opened up at 163. And now it's come to 5. We're seeing some 5.5s a little bit. And it's been we're seeing 162. So the total hasn't really moved that much. Yeah, not really that much movement, really. The line, the total, not too much. Not really that much, really. We'll take a look at the injury report. But before that, we'll let you know right now, the side is pretty split. So there's a little bit of resistance on the side. However, the total, we have under the total. So majority have the under. So it's predominantly under in this game. So we're going to look at the injury report. Caitlin Clark's still out with a groin injury. She's not expected to play today. That's the only major injury for this game. Cameron Brink, of course, she's out indefinitely with a knee. No timetable of when she's going to return. I already have a client play for this game, so I'll give you 2 client plays. I'll give that to you today. I'm doing that because the games that are already going to start. I have a 5-teamer, and these games are going to start already. It includes the 2 WNBA client plays, so I'll give them up to you for free. So what I did in this game, I took the under. I agreed with the public. I'm on the under 163, LA and Indiana. I have the under here. So I took them here because if you look at the first meeting, about a week ago they played, not so long ago. It was at 168.5. The game ended up going 85-75. So it went under the total by 8 points. So if you see here, the total is now 163. So it's dropped by about 5 points. Actually, let me see. Yeah, it dropped by 5 points. 5 points to 163. So a combination of that plus Indiana's gone they played to the under in the last 2 games. That's how they won their last 2 games. They beat Las Vegas at home, beat Minnesota in the Commissioner's Cup, and they played to the under. Both games, as you see, those last 2 games that you see there, they went to the under. So and don't forget that. Plus, you have LA. LA played to the under in their last game against New York on the road. So LA last 5 games are basically 2-3. LA 2-3 to the under. Indiana, same thing. They're 2-3 to the under. So everything connects and correlates to the under 163 for me in this game. I'm going to take the under. That's my client play for this game. So you're getting it for free here today. So game number 2, we're looking at here the Golden State Valkyries and the Minnesota Lynx. This is game number 2. We have this one here, 9.5. It opened up. And hit the like and subscribe button, guys. Remember, hit the like and subscribe. Don't forget. And as I mentioned, this game opened up 9.5 Minnesota, total 157.5. Not really that much movement in these lines. So this is the second game now that there's not that much line movement. But the total is 157. The total, there have been significant moves on the total. It's come down now to It's gone as low as 155. I see a 155, but mainly right now it's 156. It's starting to go down to 155, so we'll call it 156 right now. We're seeing this one or two tens on the board from the 9.5. So the injury report for this game, let's see. Carly Samuelson is out for the season with a leg injury. Kayla Thornton had a neck issue. She's available to play this evening at Minnesota. They'll definitely need her for her 3-point shooting to keep this game within striking distance, just like they did in the first game. And that's it. Now we're going to look here. Public on the under in this game. They like the under, but they haven't chose the side. They've stayed away from the side. But it's a whole bunch of under money. Let's see. Yeah, a whole bunch of under money. Predominantly under money, but nothing on the side, which is interesting. So for me in this game, I'll tell you what I took. We'll look at the last game. They played a month ago in Golden State. Golden State covered the 14.5 because they were 14.5 dogs. They covered. Minnesota won 86-75. The line has dropped by about 4 points or so, 4 to 5 points to now 9.5, 10. So a significant drop there. The Valkyries have covered 4 of their last games as a double-digit underdog, or sorry, as an underdog. As an underdog in general, they've covered 4 of their last 5 games as an underdog in general. As you can see there, they've been covering. 4 of their last 5 they've been covering. Minnesota, they were a bit shaky in the Commissioner's Cup against Indiana, but then they bounced back, laying points at home against Washington. They covered the -12. Now they're asked to cover -9, -10. For me, I have to go with a more of a consistent Valkyries team, a Golden State Valkyries team. They're very consistent in terms of covering points. Now, keep in mind, so I have to go with the Valkyries here. Valkyries here to cover. Minnesota a little bit up and down. They did cover Connecticut before the Commissioner's Cup -20, 20.5. But they're bottom feeders, Connecticut. Everybody's beating up on Connecticut, so that doesn't really count. They did cover Atlanta on the road, 3.5. It was a close game, though, but they barely covered. I got to go with the Valkyries. I'm going with the consistent team. The Valkyries and the points. For me, Valkyries and the 9.5. If it gets to 10, I take it at +10. I got a 9.5, but if you get a 10, take the +10 Valkyries. I would take them. They're more consistent, in my opinion. They're more consistent in terms of covering the spreads they've been covering. So the Valkyries are a money-making team. I would take them. I would jump on that. Now, as far as the total, the first game went over the total in that head-to-head. Let me look at that. Let me see. Let me talk to you. It went over the total, 158.5. So it's dropped by 2 points. I'm not sure about this. A lot of people are taking the under. I'm not too sure about this one. Not sure what to recommend for this game. I just took Golden State to cover the points. But I'll let you know, last 5 games, Golden State, they are 2-3 to the under. Minnesota, however, last 5 games, they are 3-2 to the over. They are 3-2 to the over, Minnesota. So I have no answer for you in regards to taking the over-under. I'm undecided on that. Pretty much undecided. My place is Golden State Valkyries plus the 9.5. Like I said, if you can get it to 10, because some books have 10, some have 10, some don't have 10. So if you can get a 10, take the 10. Take +10. That's my advice for you guys. All right, so I just gave you my client plays. We got 2 declined plays. Got them for free. So that's it for the WNBA. Whether you fade or follow these picks, it's up to you. Again, good luck to you guys. Let's have a big Saturday. Let's cash some tickets, hit some winners. Again, tomorrow we have 3 games in the WNBA. They all kick off at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So we have 3 games tomorrow, 3 big ones. So again, we'll be back tomorrow with 3 games to discuss. Until then, stay true to yourself, stay blessed, stay humble, believe in yourself. Good luck. Let's have a big Saturday, hit some winners. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace and out. Take care.